I wasn't able to take a step back, even though I knew that it was the only way to get out of my funk. After several weeks, my family and those close to me decided that it was time I benefited from their good advice. You should join a gym. I know a good club. You should find yourself a good husband. You should register for some prep courses. You must go to university. You should. But I didn't want to exercise, or get married, or study. I just wanted them to know that I too had suffered. My life in Vienna was far from easy. I lived in the street. I was alone. I spit up blood. No one loved me. For them to feel some compassion for me. Oh my dear, you have suffered too much. Drink this herb tea. It's fresh squeezed orange juice. I made it myself. Do you want me to do a little dance for you? For them to understand me. I understand you. Certainly, they had to endure the war, but they had each other close by. They had never known the confusion of being a third worlder. They had always had a home. At the same time, how could they have pitied me? I was so shut off. I kept repeating to myself that I mustn't crack up. I thought that by coming back to Iran, everything would be fine. That I would forget the old days, but my past caught up with me. My secrets weighed me down. I became depressed. Margie, I'm going grocery shopping. Do you need anything? Cigarettes, please. I rented La Dolce Vita. Don't you want to watch it together? No. Even my grandma could no longer get me to laugh. He farted. It smelled like a dead rat. I was always in front of the TV. There was a Japanese series called Ocean that I watched often. It was the story of a poor girl who came to work in Tokyo. At first, she cleaned houses. Then she became a hairdresser and met a guy whose mother was opposed to their marriage. I didn't understand why the mother-in-law hated hairdressers so much. Much later, I got to know a girl who dubbed television shows. She told me that Ocean was in fact a geisha, and since her profession didn't suit Islamic morals, the director of the channel had decided that she'd be a hairdresser. It was believable because Ocean and her courtesan friends spent their time making chignons. To lift me out of my depression, my friends suggested taking me skiing. One of their parents had a chalet at Dizen. I didn't want to go, but my mother insisted so much that I ended up accepting. You know, you can rent equipment if you want. We can teach you how to ski. No thanks, I am very happy like this. Actually, I felt on top of the world. The mountain, the blue sky, the sun. All of it suited me. Little by little, my head and my spirit took on some color. Evening, oh my, I'm exhausted. I saw lots of cute guys, tall, muscled. Oh yes, he. Tell us, have you had sex? Of course, I'm 19. So do tell, how was it? Supposedly, it hurts a lot the first time. It must be great. It depends with who. It's not always pleasurable. What do you mean? You've done the deed with many people? Well, I've had a few experiences. So what's the difference between you and a whore? Underneath their outward appearance of being modern women, my friends were real traditionalists. They were overrun by hormones and frustration, which explained their aggressiveness towards me. To them, I had become a decadent Western woman. I returned home even more depressed. "Oh, you're so tan. It looks great on you." "Margie, talk to me. What's wrong? Is there anything I can do?" "No, Mom. Maybe you should see someone. A shrink, perhaps." I followed my mother's advice. First, I saw a leading psychotherapist. I'm ashamed of having done nothing with my life. Happily, no one knows the details. For good reason. I don't tell them anything. I feel like I'm constantly wearing a mask. Your story is as muddled as you are. Then another. When I was in Vienna, my life didn't matter to anyone. And that obviously had an effect on my own self-esteem. I was reduced to nothing. I thought that in coming back to Iran, this would change. And still another and another. "Doctor, I'm not well. I have no drive. Nothing gives me pleasure." Your problem comes under the domain of psychiatry. You should be on medication. "Thank you, doctor. Thank you." Finally, someone had found a cure for my malaise. The tablets that he prescribed me were effective. I felt well. I was often in a trance, but as soon as the effect of the pills wore off, I once again became conscious. My calamity could be summarized in one sentence. I was nothing. I was a Westerner in Iran, an Iranian in the West. I had no identity. I didn't even know anymore why I was living. So I decided to die a few weeks after my resolution. "You said that you would come with us to see the Caspian Sea if you want. We can cancel the trip. We don't want to leave you." "Really, Dad? Didn't I manage in Vienna?" "No, it's okay. You should go. In any case, I need to be alone." And so they went for 10 days. The day after their departure, I made my arrangements. I had seen in a film a woman who drank wine before slitting her wrist. Not having any wine, I drank a half bottle of vodka. I couldn't bring myself to push the blade into my flesh. I had always been very afraid of blood. Nevertheless, since I was drunk, I managed to graze myself. As for the rest, I followed the film. I stretched out in a hot bath, waiting for my blood to empty out, but it kept coagulating. It must be said that it's a little difficult to kill yourself with a fruit knife. Weapons with blades were not made for me. I needed to find something else. So I waited until my wrist healed to swallow all my antidepressants. I told myself that it was the last time I would see the sun. I also spared a thought for my parents. It was the end. 3 days later, it's my hand. Shit, I'm still alive. When I woke up, the drugs that I had taken gave me several hours worth of hallucinations. So I went to see my therapist. "You swallowed them all? Are you sure?" "Yes. That dose should have been enough to finish off an elephant." Even though I'm not a believer, aside from divine intervention, I can't find any other explanation for your survival. I inferred from this that I was not made to die. From now on, I'm taking myself in hand. Body hair being an obsession of the Oriental woman, I began with hair removal. Me before, me after. Then I got rid of my old clothes and had some new clothes made. A modern wardrobe, original shoes, a fashionable haircut, a permanent shopping, makeup. I became a sophisticated woman. And as a healthy mind is found in a healthy body, I took up exercise. More and more, and more, and more. To the point where I became an aerobics instructor. And 5 and 6 and 1 and 2. Strong and invincible like this, I was going to meet my new destiny.